Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Come here, Yuki. Look, come here. Come on. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Here we are, me and Yuki. Here we are, me and Yuki. Good girl. I'm great. Can you hear me? That's the next door people. See, look. He's got the best spot on the whole place, man. That guy's pretty cool. I met him earlier, and he's trying to travel around and win at all the frisbee golf. And he wants to get into frisbee golf tournaments later. How you doing, Dutchman? Yuki, can you be quiet? Here's your water. Here's your water. Come on. Well, thank you, Ray. How you doing? How you doing, man? I just did a drone shot of this area, so next time you want to come out this way, Ray, you can stop here, and it's easy to find this place. What you do is you come head west before Kingman, and then you see the first Love's exit. You take that first Love's exit, then turn left on that road, and then just go less than a mile or two, and you'll see all these places on the right side to camp. Pretty nice, man. I think it's BLM, not Trust Land. Hi, Arlene. How are you? Yuki, are you showing everybody how you're going to turn into a brown dog instead of a white dog? Huh? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Too bad I'm not going to have any sun going down. Well, it's early. It's too early for the sun anyway. I might have got some colors and stuff, so. But I got these rain-looking clouds. I don't know, sometimes when you mix the rain clouds, if they break up a little bit and the sun goes down, that's where you get the best kind of, the coolest kind of sunsets, I think. Had to get a nice cold water. Yeah, Arlene, we're down here in Kingman, Arizona. I think it's like one of the last big towns before you get out of Arizona if you're going that way. But from here, what is it? I don't know how many miles, but if you take oh yeah, I saw that. I was watching some of that earlier, Dutchman. I didn't say nothing, but it looked pretty cool. How cool is that to go skiing and sledding or whatever, snowboarding, and then go home and have pizza too? That's pretty cool. But anyway, I was telling Arlene, from here on out, if you keep going, you run into like you run into California, and then after that, I call it the whatchamacallit of the world. The pits of the world. That stretch of desert that you got to go all the way and then you end up by Barstow. I hate that stretch. There's nothing, there's just nothing there, you know, and that's where the Wonder Hussey's gonna have that meetup. But you know, she knows what she's doing. So last year she had like a little get together at that Baghdad Cafe, and they raised quite a bit of money. So they made enough money between that and now to replace the roof. So that's why she's gonna go back. So it ought to be pretty good. But anyway, if you go that way, if you go straight, then you go to California. If you turn south, then you go down to Lake Havasu, which is kind of cool. And let's see, if you go slightly north, if you go a little bit north and then to the west, then you go to Las Vegas. Las Vegas is only like 116 miles away, I think. So that's pretty cool too. Let's go to Las Vegas. But I gotta wake up early tomorrow because I put my grocery order in for the Walmart supermarket here at Kingman. So I'm gonna go pick that up in the morning. I remember years ago we drove through Needles in the summertime and it was 119 degrees. Yeah. Whoops, I found myself lurking. Victor Debs. Not you. You can't be a lurker. But yeah, 119 degrees is not very, whatchamacallit. You don't have to be sorry, Victor Debs. Anytime you're welcome, you're welcome in my lives anytime you want to, buddy. I think you're a good guy, man. I got some good news, and it's official now, because they sent me the official thing, but still don't get nothing for it. But I broke 1 million, you guys. Maybe you saw my post I posted, but I broke 1 million views. Yes, 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 yes. And I know a lot of you, you know, probably aren't excited about getting that many views and stuff, but I am, because I'm just starting out. So so it's really cool to be able to sit there and get 1 million, man. Because that's how you can tell. I've been telling you lately, I think I told you a couple of days, appreciate it, Dutchman, appreciate it. But the way you check and see how many views that somebody got, you go to their home page and, you know, whatever they write about their page and stuff in their name, and then you press something, and usually there's a little thing that says more. Just go hit the more, and then it'll open it up, and then it tells you a couple other things, like your links and stuff. But at the very bottom, the last thing, it'll show you the number. It tells you the views. So there you go. Actually, I'm way over. I'm over 1 million now. It was like, when I first saw it, it was 1,000,000 plus 200 and something thousand. But now it's like 100, and it has a more number, 4,000 something, and then some more numbers. So I don't know how to say it now. It's hard to say when you get in the millions, you know. You have to say 1,200,432 and a half. But man, I'm loving staying in places like this, man. This is really cool. Yeah, hi ho, hi to the silent watchers. Yeah, I don't even know if I should say this or not. Well, I'll say it, I don't care. I have no whatchamacallit. But I was in another live the other day, and I had just left, and then, but I was still watching and stuff, and then somebody got on there and was saying, well, I have to make my Brexton, he was saying that, from Dallas. He was saying, I have to make my lives horizontal, because if I do it in vertical, John will get mad. He was just kidding, because me and him always kid about that. And then somebody got on there and jumped his butt and goes, oh my God, don't listen to him. He doesn't know anything, blah, blah, blah. And started saying all this stuff. And without even realizing it was a joke, you know. It was like me and Brexton joke around like that, you know. And even the Silent Forgotten, when he's in there, that's what we do too. We joke around. Like if Brexton says something, we'll laugh and say, do you want that vertical or horizontal and stuff? But that person, she had it in for me, you can tell, and you're like, it's like, there's no reason for it, man. It's just angry people, man. Kind of tired of angry people. I'm gonna tell Wonder Hussy about it too. Say, I just hate I just hate angry people. Don't you, Wonder Hussy? Because if you look at her, she never has any anger in her, you know, in her videos and stuff. She's always happy. She always tells a good story, and she's always smiling and stuff. There's no angry people that go to her lives and stuff. They shouldn't come to mine either. Well, I take that back. I was in another one, so I don't want to name all the names and stuff, but they know who it is and stuff. But but I don't care. I have a few that do doing that to me too. I imagine, man, it's a bunch of crap, Arlene, you know. It's a bunch of crap, you know. Why can't they just leave us alone? Like, especially like you, Arlene, you're just a nice person. You're just a nice person, and you help everybody, you know, when you're doing mod stuff and all that stuff, and they have no reason to be angry at you, you know. But this person really had it in for me because she was saying, oh, he doesn't know anything. Don't listen to whatever he says. He doesn't know everything. Blah blah blah. Then claimed that me and a bunch of other guys were part of the reason of what went wrong with her channel. I mean, my God, you know, if you have to blame somebody like me and other guys, then maybe you shouldn't have had one in the first place. I don't know. But I'm not here to either say they should or not, you know. I'm just saying angry people just don't work. Angry people don't work in YouTube land, man. It just doesn't work. I like happy people. When you're happy, everybody's happy. When you're happy and smiling and stuff and laughing and joking, everybody knows it, you know. You shouldn't sit there. Well, it's part of it's my fault for getting upset about it, because I shouldn't let it bother me anymore, because I stopped following this person more than a couple of years ago, you know, because of stuff like this, you know. And it's just called drama. So if they can't handle their stuff and their drama gets to them, then, you know, why would you even say anything, you know? And this is the same person that was in a live stream and thought that she was texting to her friend, and then texted some bad stuff, not bad, but it was towards me, and then posted it in the chat, and didn't realize that it wasn't a text, that it was in the chat, and everybody sees it. And somebody said, "Look, John, that must be for you," or something, you know. And I went, man, surround yourself with happy, positive, smart, and funny people. That's my motto. Exactly, man. Exactly. I agree with that. And that's what I do. That's why I believe that my channel is successful, because I've done that, and I don't put up with the angry, mad people like that, and that's what I believe that you guys all are. You guys are all the good, heart-feeling, nice people, not angry people. I need to write a song about it. The angry people. You know, there's some angry people that no matter what you do, they're going to make angry comments. No matter what you do, if you have a video that takes off and just gets thousands and thousands of views and stuff, and everybody gives it a like and says all positive comments, there's always going to be somebody on there that gets on there and says something negative. It always happens. Or it could be a foreign person. and they'll say something about in another language and you have to translate it, you know. Oh, we can have a live just on that topic. My first live, just kidding. No, man, I'm serious, man. It's just, you know, I know, I mean, and to you, it might sound like I'm just whining a bit about it, but, you know, I can mention names and stuff, but I don't want to. I don't want to mention names and stuff. I just want to be happy doing what I do, and then, you know, and for God's sake, if you don't like what I do and you don't think that I'm doing the things the right way, or you think that it's your way, then by God, you should still have the respect. You know, you should always have respect. Like that song, huh? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect. You should always respect the other people on the other channels, and you shouldn't put them down in front of everybody. So when I see Wonder Hussy, I'm going to tell her, those that make fake accounts and go around posting mean and hateful comments, yeah, there's some of those too. And then you go to their channel and they don't have nothing on it, you know. But I'm going to tell Wonder Hussy when I see her in a couple weeks, I'm going to say, it's all your fault, because whoever you tell us to go watch, then we go watch no matter what, you know. And so that's how it's been strung out, you know. Somebody that she said, go watch him, so everybody watches him, and then next thing you know, everybody's following him. When people branch off from his channel, they all follow those individuals, and that's how we all met, you know. But somewhere along the line, there was angry people. Didn't they make a song called Angry Eyes once? Angry Eyes. But anyway, I wish these dang clouds would go away and we'd get some sunshine. Look at this. See, there's a little color over there. Saw a B-29 flying over my house today. What? Did you? Where was it going to that place? Was it going to the museum? That would be awesome to see that, man. I wonder if it was like the Confederate Air Force. I think the Confederate Air Force based out of Texas is the only place that has a flying B-29, if I'm not mistaken, you know. And you know, this time of the year is all the air shows and stuff. In fact, I gotta get back home in Oklahoma before May the 8th or something like that, because or whatever the weekend that is. There's 2 days. There's gonna be a air show at Tinker, and the Thunderbirds, the Air Force Thunderbirds are coming back. Hi, Joanne, how are you? Joanna Anna Bobana, Fee Fi Fofana, Joanna Anna Bobana. She's the one. It was heading north to Mesa Airport. Huh. I bet you that's what it was. I wonder if it was the Confederate Air Force. Because let's face it, there's just not too many B-29s that look like they could fly. But I think when I was at that museum, I think there was one in there that looked like it could fly. No, it was a B-17, I'm sorry. They have their own building, the B-17 building, and I went in there, and then I started talking to this guy about Jeeps and stuff. You see that video that I did with the Jeeps, 2 different Jeeps? He owns the one on the right. He owns the Willis Jeep. I always call it Willys, but he said it's like Willis, like that, like Willis. But he was just there, and he brought his Jeep for that weekend. And I thought that was pretty cool. So when I make my big video of the plane museum and all that, then I'm going to have one little section on him, because he talked about 2 minutes in that about the Jeeps, the Willis Jeeps and stuff. So it was pretty cool. I got a lot of good material, man. You know, I got some good material. I can't wait to put a bunch of stuff together. Sometimes you don't feel like it when you're sitting in the van and stuff. You got to make sure you got your computer charged up. You got all the files that you can see and all that. But you know, sometimes it doesn't come together. And making a big video, I mean. And I'm talking about one where full length, full size, and all that stuff, you know, which could be anywhere from 8 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, you know. But yeah, Yuki, Are you asleep on the dirt? Um, Joanne, I think Yuki's turning into a brown desert dog instead of white now. Yes, everywhere we go. I'm going to start live streaming, and I'm going to start live streaming, and at least once every live stream, I'm going to tell the audience to, ah! That's pretty funny. But yeah, really. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed, everybody, because I just hit 1 million views. Yahoo! I'm so happy about that, man. That's just like, that just made my whole week. 1 million views, man. Surrounded by mountains, man. Kingman, I guess they knew what they were doing when they made Kingman, man. It was just down in like a little valley and stuff. I can't wait till the lights all go out because I could see a large majority of the buildings of Kingman, and they're going to be all lit up, I bet. And this right here in the very, see where that road goes down and up? That's actually just, that's a big wash down there. So if it started raining a whole lot, that thing would fill up with water. Be like, have your own campsite river. I'm a hanging skunk. Oh, you must be better though, Joanne, because you've been on a lot. So if you've been on a lot of live streams and on that, then you must be feeling a little bit better. But hopefully you are, and you're getting a lot better and strong. And Joanne, I know that you're not. I know that you don't watch girls softball, but but the Oklahoma Sooners softball is the best in the country, and they've won 4 national championships in a row. But they're playing Alabama for the next. Well, they got one more game, but they went down to Alabama. They were losing 1-0, and they won like 5-1. But the next game, they got killed, man. Alabama beat the crap out of them. Now they got to play one more game to see who's the best of whatever of that series. Alabama's pretty good in softball, but, you know, come on. Nobody's going to take softball seriously, but they do have it. I think they're going to start having it in the next Olympics. I think they're going to start having it again. I like it also. It's not so serious like real baseball where, you know, where they're all sitting there mad about this and angry about that. But softball, they get out there and have fun, you know. When they hit a home run, they all gather around the plate to welcome home that hitter and jump around and all that stuff. And it's really fun, you know. But you do have to remember though, in softball, it's nowhere near like real baseball. Like the pitching mound is like halfway, you know, for a real pitching mound in national baseball, you know. The local nudist colony reported somebody was drilling holes in their fence. The police are looking into it. Really? That's funny. You always got some good ones there, Dutchman. You tried to play softball when you were a kid. That shouldn't have been hard because the ball is so big anyway. You can't miss it. You can't miss it with that bat. And I think when the kids ones they have a bigger bat too, bigger bat and ball. Can you hear that music he's playing? I hope you can't hear it real good so I don't get demonetized from him playing it. They're looking at it all wrong, Dutchman. They should put coin-operated peepholes in and make money off of it. There you go. There you go. Nope, I was too small. Well, that's another thing also, Joanne, in some of the softball players that they have, they are small and short, and they're real short, 4'5", 4'7" and stuff, but they got a lot of energy and stuff, you know. When they got a lot of energy, that makes up, you know, for a lot of the other things, you know. It's just fun to see. Plus they all dress up in the tight clothes now, so. Skunk, yes, good idea. Skunk's always got some good ideas. Is it cloudy anywhere else where you guys are? It's not cloudy here. I think Dutchman said, didn't you say it was 90 something today? It wasn't that hot up here, I don't think. I think it was only like in the 70s. I could be wrong though. We were driving down here and I saw on the map, the Google map, that's never ever wrong, but it doesn't ever lead you to the right place all the time. He is always funny. But I was looking on the map and it said Seligman, Arizona. There's a place. It's off it's Arizona State Trust land. So I started following it, and it's taking me all over this reservation and all over this stuff, and then went under the highway and all this stuff, and ended up in a cow field, and all these cows were looking at me, and I had to go like, if I kept going, I had to go like down this hill, like something like this, you know, and I went, so I'm gonna go back. So wasted like 30 or 40 minutes going all the way because they kept saying, it's right over here on a dirt road. Whenever it starts taking you on a dirt road, don't believe it. or get somebody else to make sure, you know. So I never did find that state trust land, but so I was glad to find this one. But tomorrow morning, when I get up and go get the groceries at Walmart, I'm gonna come back out here and check out all the places, see if I can find a place. I mean, I like this one, but it's kind of too small. See, like, here's the drive around, and I'm just like stuck right there. But Yuki. But that's what I plan on doing. That's my big plans for tomorrow. Oh, that's Aerosmith. That's Aerosmith. Yuki, you know the guy. That's the guy from next door. He petted you. What, you don't like Aerosmith? You like Aerosmith, don't you? You're not angry, are you? He's a I think a recently retired guy. He's got one of those almost the tallest Sprinter van all fixed up and decked out and stuff. And so I asked him, are you just out here messing around, or are you living like this? He said, nope, I'm living like this now, you know. Yuki. You could hear it too, huh? I was crazy when I met you. Now I'm trying to forget you. John can't saw that word Yuki. Oh, Diego jumps up real fast. What? She can hear her barking now, huh? Oh no. And this And this song that he's playing next is the worst of all the YouTube groups that always get you if you hear some music in the background. Who is it? It's the, I'm not even gonna say it because somebody will be listening and pull it down. Lion Eyes. Wait, it's a different Aerosmith. No, this one's not Aerosmith, it's somebody else. Okay, you can't hear it good. It's a band of, their name is a bird that flies around. If you go to the town of Oatman, they have wild donkey. Yeah, I've seen it before. And last year when we went that way. I wanted to go to Highway 66 to go through the mountains. My gosh, that was like scary enough. And then by the time you get to the very top of the pass is Sitgreaves Pass before you start going descent down to Oatman. And we stopped at Sitgreaves, and it was so impressive. exactly, Skunk. But at Sitgreaves Pass, it was so impressive that long time, and I was asking all these people why the people were doing all this stuff at Sitgreaves. And let me explain it to Arlene. Marlene, there's a pass. First of all, the Highway 66 went through these mountain roads. On the other side was nothing. There was no guardrail or nothing. It's just the road, and then if you go off the road, you go off the road. So it goes through all that kind of stuff, you know. And it's barely enough for two cars to pass each other and stuff. And I'm up there in the van, like hugging as far as I could, hugging the road and stuff. And it was pretty hairy ride. And by the time you get up to that pass, then you're like, oh, there's a place to rest up here. Let's go check it out. And you go up there and you see the most beautiful view in the whole world. And because you see all these places, I think you could actually see Nevada and all this stuff, and in California and stuff. But then you started noticing, what are all these crosses and memorial things, you know, flowers and stuff, and gravestones even. And then nobody knew, and then finally somebody knew that was there, and it was because the place is so beautiful. They get a lot of people that want to go there with their cremated loved ones' remains and throw them there, and they put them there, and then they'll put like a stone or a memorial or a plaque up there. And I just was so amazed and dumbfounded by that. I was like, wow. And I do have that video out also. And yeah, it's called Sitgreaves. The one I put out was called The Truth About, it's called The Truth About Sitgreaves Pass and the Truth About It, or something like that. But just look up Sitgreaves Pass on my videos and you'll see it. And you'll see how hairy that drive is, you know. Hi, Shawnee Grows. How you doing? We're listening while I work. That's good. See, that's a happy person, listening while you work. And that could be like whistle while you work also. Hey, Gandalf Smith, how you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, I saw that, Joanne. I went, oh, that's a great video, man. I go, yeah, and what did he say? We got something about, we got hijacked by a bunch of asses or something like that. But they were just all standing in the middle of the road and for a treat or something. He goes, I don't have no carrots, or, you know, it was pretty funny. And then Ruth, his dog, starts yelling and stuff. And for a minute there, I thought the dog was going to jump out of the window and go after those donkeys. But anyway, Dutchman and Arlene, so after I found out what it was all about and stuff, then it just didn't seem like it was right for me to continue on and go to Oatman that way. But I have been to Oatman, and I've seen the donkeys and all that stuff. I just haven't recorded it and stuff, you know. Went there with the kids a long time ago, and a long time ago when you have kids are just growing up and you take them all these places, they didn't have digital cameras, you know. They didn't have digital where you just sit there and record everything on your phone and stuff, you know. You had to have like one of those GE cameras, or one of those that 135 millimeter or whatever they were, the slim ones or whatever, you know. But you know what I mean. I would like to go back to all those places I took my kids, like Devil's Tower and stuff. I've only got like a few pictures of that, you know. But I'd like to go back and make videos of it, you know. Yuki, come on. It's all right. He won't do nothing. Hello, 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 mobile tip. Hello, Ray. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Oh, I hear it now. That's funny. I don't know what it was, man. Somebody walked their little chihuahua by me, and then Yuki went crazy, and I grabbed her and was apologizing to the guy and stuff. But I'm in a free camping at Kingman, Arizona. Mobile Tech. I wonder if Dutchman got my notice. I wrote to him. I said, "Well, see you later, Dutchman. Jeepsy's live, so that means he'll be running over there." I don't know. I think that if you're here, over here, okay, let me see. Well, say you can't really see it because it's right behind that guy's van over there. But over there behind his van that is the town of Kingman. Yeah. Yep, she is healing. They have been healing for a while. But yeah, as soon as it gets dark, then I'm gonna look over there, and behind that where he's got that van parked over there, all that's gonna be lit up in the valley because that's Kingman. Unless I'm way off and I'm not facing the right way where the sun goes down, because look, there's like a little bit of orange over there. See? Huh. Did you fall down, John? No. I almost did when I jumped up to get Yuki, but then I figured out she still has her leash on. But still, I don't like the way she takes off sometimes when, you know, she's barking at the dog, because she can, like, take the leash and it will come loose sometimes, you know. So I had to make sure. Hey, Gandalf, can you hear me? Gandalf. Let me see. Hello, Gandalf, can you hear me? I don't know if Ruthie ran around those. Yeah, we were laughing about that earlier. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, well, go check your mail, Gandalf, because I sent you a video of me out there playing in the woods and stuff, playing the guitar. And I sent you your favorite song. You just gotta go download it. Yeah, I love that. I love that video about the burros. That was hilarious, man. That's gonna get you 1,000,000 views. Mobile Tech. I know you got a whole bunch of millions, but I just got my millionth view the other day yet. So that's weird, Gandalf, because it's mailed to you. So I'll have to redo it and stuff and see if mail it to you again. I mailed it the other day, so. Or maybe it didn't come. I don't know. Email, yeah, email. I mean email. I could check it real quick. Let's see. It always throws me off when I'm looking up yours because the Gandalf. I put it in there, Gandalf, not just your real name. So yeah, it says to Gandalf. Let's see. Gandalf, that's your. I'll be editing my trip video. Okay, that'd be cool. I like to see that. Gandalf, is it YT Bill's email at Gmail? Is that your email? Because it says it's sent on April 11th. Huh. But I could try and resend it again though. Maybe because the video's attached to it. Maybe that's why you didn't get it. Maybe you. Oh, he said he got it. Oh, okay, cool. I thought you were saying that you didn't get it at all. Okay, here comes the guy with the Chihuahua again. So I gotta hold. I better hold her. Come here, Yuki. Come here, you little baby girl. Look, you cute little baby girl. Look, see? Look. Say hi, everybody. Yeah, but it shouldn't have taken so long on email. Emails, they are pretty good. They just usually get there within a day, not even a day, just hours. I don't know. Maybe since I'm out here traveling around, then it took the long way. Giant hairball. Yeah, really. I think they went by. Okay, they went by here. Say, yeah. Yeah, and then the giant bark. I got her now where if we're driving and I say, look, there's some cows, and she'll get up in the window, start barking at the cow. Hey, Mobile Tech, are you going to be home in about 10 minutes? Or are you driving? Or are you still camping, Mobile Tech? I'm settled in now. Okay, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you in as soon as this is over. I got like 10 minutes to go. Yep, she's real protective of me. Actually, I'm glad because you know, you're sitting there doing something in the van or you fall asleep or something, and she'll start barking. Yuki wants to hear John sing a song. Really. Nah, I don't want to bother anybody because there's too many people that are close, like the guy next door, and there's somebody, the guy with the Chihuahua dog and all that stuff. So I don't want to plug my stuff in right now. Maybe later when I find another place, though, I'll come back on. I mean, I'll do another live and do that one of these days. Thank you, though. Thank you. Yeah, because I kind of remembered the words of another old blues song that I like, and it's about, I think it was might have been John Lee Hooker, and it's about, it's called Mama Cooked the Chicken. Mama cooked the chicken, said it was a duck, stuck it on the table with his legs sticking up. Chicken duck blues. But I'll do that next time. It is really a nice night and nice and cool, and I'd rather it be like this than 95 degrees, though, that's for sure. But I was thinking that Kingman, Arizona is going to be hot as heck, but it really wasn't, though. There was a little time in the middle of the day, like between 12, 1, 2, that it got kind of hot, but not really, you know. It was bearable. That's a real bearable there, huh, Gandalf? 30s tomorrow night, and that makes you sleep in. Well, it does me. Whenever it's nice and chilly in the morning, man, I just like want to just turn over and go back to sleep. Thank you. Sorry, I don't have any sunset to go with it and all that, but look, let me see over here. See what I mean about it? It seems like the mountains are surrounded. See? There's some more over there. And then see if you go this way, there's more. Hey, Glenn C, how you doing, man? I moved away from my other camp, so now I'm over here in Kingman, Arizona, just south of Kingman, Arizona there, Glenn. I don't know if you know where that is, but it's probably the last town before California and Nevada and all that stuff too. I watched a little bit of Sad and JoJo uh, snowboarding and stuff. They're really good, man. They got a lot of energy to do all that, but they didn't have enough energy to go home and make pizza or a barbecue. So it's a pretty cool town. I just didn't know they had this much free camping out here. Old hang gliding friend of mine lives there in Kingman. He and his wife have his and hers Harleys. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's really a pretty cool Route 66 town. You go there, and they have like a big old sign, Route 66, that you could drive your car under and jump out of the top or whatever and take a picture and all that. They've got a real cool museum, and then we got like all kinds of stuff, man. They even got a big old train there, a steam engine train in the park that you can walk around and stuff. So yeah, I might be doing some of that stuff, but I just hope that my alarms on my phones work, so it'll wake me up. But I've been waking up real early though. Well, when there's nothing to do, you end up going to sleep real early and then waking up real early. But I don't have to go pick up my groceries till 9, so that gives me a little bit of leeway, huh? Really. Hang gliding and Harleys. That would go good. No, you can't. You gotta remember what's good and what's not. You know, mostly the stuff like the bottled water. I go through a lot of bottled water and stuff because that's the easiest way to deal with it. You know, just get a bunch. I get the 40-pack Walmart. You know, and but you know you can't buy like too many breads and stuff or else it gets old and crappy and whatever fits in my little refrigerator. I have a decent sized refrigerator. I forgot how many quarts it is, but it doesn't, after you put water and a couple of energy drinks and all that stuff and lunch meat, cheese, you don't have very much room for much. But I'm thankful that I have it, and I'm thankful that I have solar that keeps it running. You know, I turn it on, fill it up, it's never gone out on me, you know. If it does go out, it's because I hit the button, you know, I punched the button. So yeah, Shawnee Grills, I'm thankful for that. But mostly, you know, but I wanted to get some eggs. I want some eggs and some link sausage, so I want to make a breakfast. I'm tired of sitting there going, oh, there's nothing for breakfast. Because when I'm at home, I always like breakfasts. So. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna probably end it here. I think I was lucky I survived that one circle of death that came through. It came at a serious time when Yuki was barking and stuff. So I'm gonna get on off of here and then see what else is going on. And I appreciate all of you that came in here and don't be hitting buttons. Okay, man. I'll talk to you soon there, Mobile Tech. All right, man. Thank you again, Arlene, for everything you do, man. Appreciate it. We'll catch you all next time. I'm going to let it run till 60, till it says one hour on there. Arlene rocks. You better believe she does. You're welcome, John. Thank you, Arlene. Same to you, Joanna, Anna, Bobana, Fee, 5, Fofana, Joanna, Anna, Bobana. She's the one. I have to think of a song for Arlene. All right, I'm going to shut it down. Thanks, you guys. Love you all, man. 5 seconds.